Welcome, have a nice day. Today is Thursday, 4th of July 2024. This day is celebrated as United States Independence Day, which is also called the 4th of July. It's an important day which is celebrated with much enthusiasm every year in the United States of America. It was on July 4, 1776, when the United States of America got freedom and independence from the British rule, and hence this day is reminder of this historic moment. In 1947, from the history point of view, the Indian Independence Bill is presented before the British House of the Commons, proposing the independence of provinces of British India into sovereign countries, India and Pakistan. Starting the news of the news for the Hindu states that agreed to redouble efforts to resolve remaining border issue. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar after talks with the China's Wang Yi. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar with the Chinese counterpart Wang Yi at the SCO summit in Astana, Kazakhstan. In the talks held on the sidelines of the summit of the SCO Shanghai Cooperation Organization in this Kazakh capital, Mr. Jaishankar conveyed to Mr. Wang that respecting the line of actual control and ensuring peace, tranquility in the border areas is essential. External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar and his Chinese counterpart Wang Yi on July 4 agreed to redouble efforts through diplomatic and military channels to resolve the remaining border issues in the eastern Ladakh during a meeting. In the talks held on the sidelines of the summit of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization in this Kazakh capital, Mr. Jaishankar conveyed to Mr. Wang that respecting the line of actual control and ensuring peace and tranquility in the border areas is essential. The Hindu newspaper also states that United Kingdom general election 2024 polls open in United Kingdom general election. Britain's Prime Minister Mr. Rishi Sunak gestures during his final rally at Romsey Rugby Football Club as part of the Conservative general election campaign event in the Hampshire, England, Wednesday, July. Experts and polling data predict Britain's opposition Labour Party in that round is on the track to win the largest majority of any party in world history on July 4, 2024. Polls opened in the United Kingdom's general election with the opposition Labour Party, the heavy favourite to gain power and 14 years of Conservative rule. Polls opened at 7 a.m. local time and will close at 10 p.m. local time. When exit polls will give a strong indication of the final result, opinion polls indicate that the parliamentary election will hand power to Keir Starmer's Labour Party and end 14 years of Conservative Party-led government. Britain's political leader made a final frantic push for votes on Wednesday on the last day of election campaign, expected to return a Labour government after 14 years of Conservative rule. Assam flood situation deteriorates 16.50 lakh people affected in 29 districts. Villagers travel in a boat through a flooded area following heavy rainfall at Kankati village in Moringao on July 3, 2024. An alert has been sounded in Kamprop, a metro district with the Brahmaputra, Daiguru, and Kolang rivers following above the red mark with the vast tracts of land inundated. The flood situation in Assam further deteriorated with the over 16.50 lakh population affected in 29 districts, with the major rivers flowing above the danger level across the state on July 4, an official bulletin said. An alert has been sounded in the Kamprop metro district with the Brahmaputra, Daiguru, and Kolang rivers flowing above the red mark with the vast tracts of land inundated. Now going towards the Hindustan Times newspaper states that air pollution exposure are leading to deaths even when meeting Indian normal study. Air pollution exposure can cause death even at levels much lower than what is considered the Indian international standard, according to the new study published in the Lancet Planetary Health. A person communities in Delhi are covering a face aimed at air pollution in November 2023. In the terms of proportion, Italy recorded the highest deaths attributable to air pollution across all states studied, 11.5% of all the deaths amounting to 12,000 each year. Varanasi is estimated to have recorded 10.2% of all the deaths, 830 each year during the study period, which were attributable to short-term PM2.5 exposure, higher than the World Health Organization guideline value of 15 micrograms per cubic meter. Center reconstitutes 8 cabinet panels and NDA parameter partners of 5 in place in the key bodies. The cabinet panel are reconstituted from time to time to include change in the portfolios of exclusion or inclusion of new ministries. The union government reconstituted 8 cabinet committees on the Wednesday, making room for members from NDA allies in the all-important Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs, or CCEA, and the Cabinet Committee on Political Affairs, CCPA, according to the notification on Wednesday. Center to resume rice sale to estates private traders. The center will resume sale of federally held rice to states, which had been discontinued in last June year, at times sparking protests by the opposition ruler state governments. Apart from the selling the stable to private traders, steps aimed at the pairing record inventories, a person aware of the development said. Now, going towards the economy of the country from the business point of view, Indian shares hit record highs. Day after Sensex breached 80,000 mark, then National Stock Exchange Nifty 50 was up 0.27% at the 24,354.1 points, while the S&P Building Stock Exchange Sensex added 0.259% to 80,214.56 points, hitting record highs at 9:26 a.m. Indian Standard Time. IT stocks led Indian shares to open higher on Thursday, in the line with the Asian peers, after softer United States data boosted hopes for a rate cut in the September month. The National Stock Exchange Nifty 50 was up to 0.27% at 24,354.1 points, while the S&P Building Stock Exchange Sensex added 0.29% to 80,240.56 points, hitting record highs as 9:26 a.m. according to Indian Standard Time. Domestic funds dry up markets, FPI's exit aided by huge inflows into equity schemes. Mutual funds bought stocks with the rupees to like 40,000 crores since January this year, neutralizing the FPI's selling in the market. PI sell-off was more pronounced in the May month when they withdrew rupees 42,114 crore from the cash market before the announcement of the election results. In an integrated partnership of the Global Artificial Intelligence Group with the OECD some trade office for India, the GPAI, since its inception in 2020, was supported by a secretariat hosted by the OECD. This paper was learned that the initial conversation was that the GPAI would work under the OECD's Working Party on Artificial Intelligence Governance, AIGO. Effectively, India managed to negotiate that the GPAI panel be kept alive and function alongside OECD members rather than working under them. Google Pixel 9 may come with a screenshot feature similar to the Microsoft's Recall. Google is working on a Pixel screenshot feature that can save and process details in screenshots. From the technicals, we have that unlike Microsoft Recall, which can automatically capture everything done on a device, Google's version of the feature would allow users to enable or disable artificial intelligence processing of screenshots based on user preference. Google is working on a Pixel screenshots feature that can save and process details in the screenshots so that users can come back to them. According to the report by Android Authority, This feature appears to be similar to Microsoft's controversial recall tool. Microsoft has pushed back the release of the recall after the security experts and access internally raised alarms. Zika virus, the Tamil Nadu Health Department says its 2023 guidelines are still operative. File photo backup, a user for the representation purpose only. The statement comes in the wake of the recent cases of the Zika virus being reported in Maharashtra, and the Union Health Ministry issuing an advisory to all states highlighting the need for maintaining the constant vigil. The Tamil Nadu government guidelines on Zika virus and the prevention of its spread issued in November last year hold good, and there is no need to panic. The Director of Public Health and Preventive Medicine, T.S. Selvanegam, had said. The statement comes in the wake of recent cases of the Zika virus being reported in Maharashtra, and the Union Health Ministry issuing an advisory to all the states highlighting the need of maintaining a constant vigil. Our existing guidelines issued in November 2023 still hold good and cover those issued by the Government of India today, and no need to panic. Surveillance is continuing, he said. The DPH also shared the details of the guidelines it had issued. 60% of diabetic patients have some form of kidney alignment. It says HelloKidney.ai pilot project. HelloKidney.ai founder and nephrology specialist Chinta Rama Krishna was submitting the pilot project screening report of the Health and Family Welfare Commissioner S. Venkateswar recently. HelloKidney.ai and the National Health Mission government of Andhra Pradesh has undertaken a screening project recently for early detection and standardized treatment of chronic kidney disease. The HelloKidney.ai pilot project has found that around 60% of the people suffering from the diabetes have some form of a kidney ailment, and 26% of the diabetes patients have silent and unknown advanced kidney disease. Last, there's a famous quotation said by Albert Einstein, a famous scientist of birth anniversary 14 March 1879 after 18 April 1955, was a German-born theoretical physicist who was as widely held to be one of the greatest and the most influential scientists of all the time. Best known for developing the theory of the relativity, Einstein also made important contributions to quantum mechanics and was thus a central figure in the revolutionary reshaping of the scientific understanding of the nature and the modern physics. Accomplishing in the first decade of the 20th century, his mass energy equivalence formula is called m², which arises from the relativity theory, has been called the world's most famous equation. He received the 1921 the Nobel Prize in Physics for his services to the theoretical physics, and especially for his discovery of the law of photoelectric effect, a pivotal step in the development of the quantum theory. His work is also known for its influence on the philosophy of science. Mr. Einstein says a famous quotation as he said that try not to become a man of success, rather become a man of value. Also says that at least once a day allow yourself the freedom to think and dream for yourself. Okay, thank you.